Dirty trucking. Oh, man. Man, this has been hell with this rental car. I don't know why they gave this shit to me, but it's fucked up. So, I'm back at Pep Boys up there on the roof. But we got an Uber car right there. I remember when this girl pulled up, because I was sitting right there in between these two cars. This girl pulled up and went inside and I don't know, she's been here quite a while. While I was sitting there and told to come back in at 3:30. So, like I said, when I went in there to ask my personal information, I've never known anybody that had a problem with me giving the information of who owns the car, who the car belongs to. I did that in trucking. Matter of fact, I had a dispatcher get involved, and I told them what they were doing. They were making me give my personal information. He said, no, you don't have to do that. He said, matter of fact, let me call him and he'll take care of it. So, I don't understand why they keep asking for my personal information. Because I told you, they be getting my phone number, and all of a sudden I start feeling this weird shit. And they use these vehicles I'm in to get me in the shop. Right now I'm pissed. Because you gave me a car that had an issue that I have to go miss work, days of work, to try to get it taken care of. And I blame Uber for that shit. Uber ordering up inspections like we can just roll right up in these shops and get them done immediately. It ain't working like that. You're not able to roll up in here. Some people are, like this Uber side. She is. I had to go sit there where this black car is at 3 o'clock because they told me their mechanic went on break. So, and after I left, because of the personal information he wanted, I end up calling and checking. Hell, Hertz didn't even put the damn voucher in for them to work on it in the first place. So they weren't even gonna be able to work on it. I got the voucher in. I come back down here. His slot is filled up for the inspection. But you had me sitting here till 3:30, and you lied to me earlier about being able to work on these Hertz cars. You told me this location is the one that told me they don't work on this fucking Pep Boys right here on Gratiot, right at 10 Mile. Told me when I was calling earlier that they don't even work on Hertz Uber cars. And they do. And now, you don't understand why I'm upset? Because you done fucking lied to me. Had me sitting around here to 3:30 because you talking about your only certified mechanic to do inspections was on fucking break. Then this Uber, I didn't even know that was an Uber car until I just came back here. I remember when that girl pulled up. They wouldn't even write me up. I told them, can I get my name in and get wrote up for the car? No, come back at 3:30. I wonder if they done wrote her up already for the car. This is the way they do me. I go back up to Hertz. I tried to call Hertz when I found out I didn't even have the goddamn work order. They didn't put the work order in. The guy at Hertz put me on hold. And with his little smug, smart-ass mouth, I don't like it. I come up, now he done had me on hold so long. Now I'm down in Detroit on Gratiot. I done drove all the way back up to damn near 15 Mile about the car. Trying to get the voucher over the phone, tell her she didn't put the voucher in. It would have prevented me having to drive back out there. So, he put me on hold so long, he finally hung up the phone when I got to 11 Mile in Gratiot. Then I got in there, I said, dang, you had me on hold, you ain't even answer the phone. You know what that motherfucker said? He said, you sure it was me? I don't play these stupid ass games. Talking about they there by themselves. They manager done left. Then I got to hear about the story about the manager was driving the car. We wouldn't have gave it to you if it wasn't no oil in it. Oh, so I'm making it up that I bought oil. That oil in the back of the car in the thing back there. I'm making it up. The receipt from buying the oil, the video of me standing out there where I bought the oil at, putting oil in the goddamn car. I'm making it up. And I hate when they do that. Talking about the manager been driving the car. We wouldn't have put you in, but you did. You put me in a car that was cutting off and had some sort of issue. And the guy that got out of it didn't tell you. Nor he checked it was oil. And now I got to go out here and play these motherfucking games with these mechanics out here about getting the car in. Because Uber ordered up a goddamn inspection because it cut off. All this time I've been riding around here trying to get in a goddamn shop. I could have been making fucking goddamn money. All I got to do is keep the goddamn button off. It was on just then. I just had to turn it off. All I had to do. I'm riding up and down the street. I could have been doing Uber while I'm sitting up here trying to play musical shops to get this car in. Now I got to try to get it in somewhere tomorrow. Wasting more time, more money. I swear to God. I pray to God that He reveals to me a job, a home-based business, something where I can get out of this shit. I ain't got to deal with these motherfuckers no goddamn more. I don't want to deal with this shit. I don't. I don't want to be sitting here waiting hours for a 30-minute inspection. None of that. If we could take it anywhere to get the inspection, it'll be great. But we got to take it to one of the approved vendors. And I don't know what Uber customer service was thinking. And I'm going to call them back after I get off the phone with you and let them know what you've done. You ordering up inspections like we can ride up and get this shit done the same day. All these people don't have availability today. This place lied to me. But I'm looking at an Uber car right here in the goddamn lot. Knowing she probably got to wait until they can get her in. I walked out because they started asking for my personal information. I don't never get personal information dealing with any rental vehicle. I don't. You can get my name, first and last. But any phone numbers and all that, hey, you get direct contact with the company. Because if any shop needs to have contact with me, you contact Hertz first and explain to Hertz why you need to have contact with me, because this is not my vehicle. If it was my vehicle, I had no problem. I'd be in 1 in the morning, blah, 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 blah. I had this problem in trucking. Now, when it's my vehicle, I ain't got no problem. But they don't need your personal information. I told you, they be doing shit when they get this phone number. I started feeling weird shit when I gave that tire place my fucking phone number. I started feeling like I was being inflated. Ain't no telling what they gonna be doing here. And I'm getting sick of it. I have no business getting a rental car on Monday that cut off on me. And now I'm riding around here trying to get service. Now I was at Pep Boys. Could have got it in if I gave them my personal information. I've never known a shop to refuse having Hertz information. So they done replaced me with the girl in the Uber car. So they gonna come get her car, but she probably already had a voucher in. I didn't even know the whole time I was sitting here, I didn't even have the goddamn voucher. They didn't put the voucher in to get the car work. So right now, that is right there. She's an Uber car. Oh, looks like she, because she has a bad tire. That ain't nothing to do with an inspection. He talking about he done filled this slot for an inspection. She has a bad tire on the car. So that's what she's getting pulled in for. So I sat here all that time, and I don't know why. Because they lied to me in the first place. I don't know why you try to bring money to people who lie to you. And you know, I got to stop that. I got to stop bringing money, services for them to get money, to places that lie to you. I got to stop. I'm telling you, I got to stop. I'm aggravated. Do you see my face? Do you see? I'm aggravated. I ain't supposed to have no Pepsi. I got a small can of Pepsi. This has been an aggravating, stressful day. And then I hate when I go back to the location for them to tell me, well, we can always, cancel your contract and prorate the money. Oh, that's your resolution to give me this bad car and you don't have another car to put me in? And I got to go through this hell trying to get your car inspected? Because you gave me a car that was cutting off because the guy didn't tell you. And then you want to act like I'm making it up that it didn't have no fucking oil in it. And want to talk about how you and your manager was driving the goddamn car. You could have blown the engine with no oil in it. You ought to thank me for catching that. This is what I deal with. I don't like giving out my personal information to people who don't need my personal information. This is not my car. That inspection paper doesn't require my information. Your paperwork in Pep Boys don't need my information. All you need is my name and Hertz phone number. If you need an address, get the location address, because this is their car. If you don't need any contact with me, because I have absolutely nothing to do with this car. I don't know anything about this car. I just fucking got in this goddamn headache ass car. I'm sick of this shit. I can't get a simple 30-minute ass inspection. This is what they do. Have me sitting around waiting. All that time I'm sitting there waiting to go in there. And the only reason it's not getting done is because they wanted my personal information. And then after I decided to leave there, I found out they didn't even give me the voucher for them to work on it in the first place. And then when I tried to call him to get the voucher, he put me on hold so long, I damn near already drove all the way up to the location. Then he went and gone, as you sure as me? I'm positive who I talked to. All it would have took was a quick click of your computer to send that voucher to my email without me having to drive all the way up there. I'm not making no money. I made $44 yesterday. And I'm here at Pep Boys, who lied to me. They act like you didn't know Hertz Rental Car is one of your approved vendors. You are their approved vendors to work on a car. That's how they talk to me. That's the shit they say to me. That's how I get treated when I come in here. You want to talk to me, and even the other vendors that I talked about going to tomorrow, talking about getting approved and all this, how long it's going to take to get approved. It don't take that damn long. It don't. I've been there before. They say the same motherfucking speech. And Hertz don't have a problem paying what they need to pay. The only time I had a problem was when I was at the oil change for the other car. I don't know what the fuck happened with that. You turn a 10-minute oil change into 45 minutes to an hour. What the fuck? So now I got another day down. So what I'm going to do, there is no job I want to work. I don't want to drive a truck anymore. I really want to work at home. But I ain't got nothing going to where it's generating any income doing work at home. So that's the dilemma. And I pray to God that God reveals to me a way out of this. It's very stressful. That's why I got out of trucking. I don't like dealing with people whose service is so bagged up and bogged down. Or you can't even go for a quick service. I remember in some locations out here, they got quick service lanes. But they not Hertz vendors. Hertz could alleviate this problem if they had their own mechanic place that we can go to in these states if we need an inspection and get it done, hopefully without a wait. Do it in-house. Where we get the cars from, where they cleaning them out back there, hell, fix it up to where they can do inspections. You know what kind of equipment you need to do an inspection? It ain't that much. But then that requires you having the parts for the inspection. Well, go get the car. Get the goddamn parts. You can do the inspection. Send for the parts. You ain't got to have them in stock. AutoZone up the goddamn street. Send for the parts. But this here, taking hours, wasting a day, and I'm telling you, because of what they've been doing, and what I've been feeling after they get my information, no, not with a car that ain't mine. He shouldn't have had no problem. Then he gonna leave the desk and go talk to his manager back there. Well, we need your information. No, you don't. You don't need my information. That is an absolute lie. You do not need my information because this is not my car. I don't have any goddamn documents. This is not my car. This is a rental car. So you don't need my information. All you needed was my first and last motherfucking name. The phone number to the location where I got the car should have been sufficient. And if you needed an address, the address to that location should have been sufficient. You don't need my personal information. I don't need to be giving everybody all over the goddamn Michigan my motherfucking address and my motherfucking phone number. Dealing with shit they've been preventing me from getting anyway. You didn't want me to have my own car, but you want my information to somebody else's rental car. Ain't that a bitch? So now I'm going home. I'm tired. I'm tired of dealing with this shit. We got to start this all over again. This day number 2, no money. Ain't this a bitch? Here we go again.